the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Go on your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Get ready, no.
This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Pops, and Dave went.
Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went.
Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy.
The blends be all the right cred.
Meaning credentials.
Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls.
In the instrumental.
Are you ready?
Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady. To the letter rock. Turn it up. We giving the show.
But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
What you talking about? Space or out your mind?
But can you rock it like rockets,
That's
fool?
a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen.
When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, passing your receiver.
All about running the spot.
And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather.
Cardio kingpin.
Subjugate the dub play.
And you know we can't wait to bring spins.
A-star quizzes, A+ the final.
Vocals we align, we'll move it all
Simultaneously over joints we rock.
We earn
30 years, so you can say we got
3 turns.
live off the board, unlike you and your chess men.
We install doubt in you and your yes men.
And if the game had veins, we'll insert
Upheaval the ground.
Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. Relieving the kings of all crowns. Are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady. To the letter right. Turn it up, y'all keep the flow.
But can you rock it like rocket
What you
fuel?
talking about? Space or out your mind?
But can you rock it like rockets,
That's a close
fool?
encounter of what kind?
Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Turn it up, y'all keep the flow.
Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady. To the letter right. Turn it up. We giving the show.
But can you rock it like rocket
What you
fuel?
talking about? Space or out your mind?
But can you rock it like rockets,
That's a
fool?
close encounter.
Coach, there will be time for reflection, certainly as the season goes on, but for what might be the final time in the East Bay, it is opening night of the NFL season here in Oakland, California. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The folks around the stadium clad in silver and black, going to make every last game played in Oakland count. They're ready to go as their Raiders get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now. Dan Lobo.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me something.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Check 15, check 15.
Now this time, Locke will throw. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Vontaze Burfict. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, It's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common, but one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Come on, let's go.
This is the former Jet and Brown, Isaiah Crowell. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality.
And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders have taken the early lead.
Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Look at me. Go.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. That's caught left side by Jake Bunt. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That's good for 28 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm coming after you. Check in.
A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. From 8 yards out. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. McManus's point after is good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 33 and a first. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
White down. White 85.
Throwing on second and 14. Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Carr. He can run for it, and he will. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. Last season for Carlson, bit of a strange rookie year. Won the Vikings job, then was let go week 2 after going 0 for 3, but he picked things back up.
Remember, he was drafted to cure their kicking woes, and he ends up going 0 for 3 against Green Bay, including the potential game winner. Gets cut, picked up by the Raiders, 16 for 17 the rest of the season. I'd say at the end of the year, pretty good success story.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Down. 50. Plant. Hard. Hard.
Double dog. That's the way.
I go. Snap.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. Steps away to his left. There he goes inside the 30. 20. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. These two teams all tied after one. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a first down coming up.
Just like that.
Block off of play action. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Vincent Mayowa. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Now Locke throwing on second down. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And now it's third down.
Go! 18 Gator. 54.
Rip right.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Your track.
Check. Leo. Big Griffin.
On third and long, it's Locke. They'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Second-year punter Colby Wadman out there now for the Broncos. Back deep, Antonio Brown. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. He'll return it from the 6. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Well, week 1 finally wrapping up here tonight, but more football coming your way Thursday night. It'll be the Buccaneers and Panthers in an early season NFC South battle in Charlotte. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
So 2nd in inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, we're good, we're good. You ready?
Working from the gun, it's Carr. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. On 2nd down, here's Crowell. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
1st and 10 at the
So 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 44-yard line. Here's a give to Crowell. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Eluding the pressure right. And he slides to avoid the hit. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
brings up 3rd and 1.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down.
Check tight.
Well, we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Carr, now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. On 1st down, Richard. And he'll get this down only to the 18. On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders have taken the lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need to rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This fielded at the 2. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Raiders pick it up. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Security eluded him. Now Carr. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Check, 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 check.
Throwing again. Carr. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Adam Gotsis, the Aussie, with a sack.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Well, it'll definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. That is caught by Brown. Touchdown, Raiders. Antonio Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he'll be out of bounds at midfield, so a solid return to the 50.
At the 50-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. 54. Hey, wahoo! Check, check, watch 54, watch 54. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that top deep. Don't let him breathe.
A final shot before half for Locke. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Second half begins with a run by Crowell. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Adam Gotsis, the big Aussie, in on the tackle. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. The sack there by Bradley Chubb.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Going up top. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Todd Davis. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Tyre Whitehead, top 10 in tackles last year, up to make the play. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Now Brown. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. They begin with a run by Crowell. Isaiah Crowell, he's all alone. He's at the 40, past the 20. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Down, 185. Come on. You better bring it.
On play action, now Carr. And to the left side here, Wilson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Crowell. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey, we're good. 180.
Again, it's Crowell. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Carr now to throw. Out to the left. That's where the tight end Moreau is. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. A first down carry now for Crowell. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
And they'll get this down to the 10. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first.
Well, to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know, I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
Carr now on first down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Back now in the East Bay. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. They come out here in the I. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Now they'll throw with Carr. They'll roll him out right. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Third touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. They had the lead in the fourth, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Ready. 60 outlaw.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
Get it.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Here's Lindsey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
Let's get it.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
They'll run it. This is Muhammad. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Here we go, D. Here I come.
Back in his home state, Royce Freeman getting the carry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 more yards there and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Into the hands of Patrick, left side. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
90, Wolf.
Hey, check. Tighten up. On
second down, Freeman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to have a third down.
Down. AT Gator. Check. Watch it before. Me and you are.
Play action. Now it's locked. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Come on, set. 50, plant. Roll out. 54.
Hey, we heavy on the edges.
Spot. Deep grip.
They'll run here with Freeman. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Again, it'll be Freeman. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. Now, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal.
Check. Wide. Get wide. 80 weapon.
Mike 54. Man, I got you. 54.
They'll try and run. Freeman. And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 3rd down pickup of 5. This is a long drive. Offensively, wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They're looking at a 4th and goal here as they search for a late score. They look to throw. It's locked. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos get a bit closer.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
it doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Here we go.
Their own 25-yard line.
Down. 180. 51 to Mike. I'm trying to collect. Tight dog.
They'll run on 1st down. Crowell. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll run it again with Crowell. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. To throw his Carr. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It's taken to the 26. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially given 15. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up first and 10. On first down, Locke. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Sanders. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First down, Broncos.
Ready to break. Mike, 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch the look at me. Five.
Into the red zone, it's Locke. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day. I do get a kick out of seeing a team kneel down at the end of the game in victory formation and wrap one up, because most of the time a kneel down is not a good thing in football. In this case, it's the best thing for the team that's winning.
Best thing week 1 and 1-0 after going down to that knee. So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football, where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. But now I'm listening to you. So for the Raiders, it's a great win here on a Monday night as they'll start the new campaign 1-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Denver, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the...
Let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. son, I love him for him, I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When up in magic, with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him for him, I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use it. Can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get on out my problems, let me When up in magic, with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him for him, I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in the ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna blame me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation, don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs, stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die.
Chills. My jewelry coat is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly at it, hop at it. Rep for your bro, for your post, your pop in your projects. Pain driven, itching, drumming. Look how far we coming. Heartbeat for the streets, you can do it. Ain't built for the weekend. Sweet, this sugar. One man army, but